there I was, enjoying a facial, feeling surprisingly good about myself as my now ex-boyfriend walked out the door. Anyway, the cleanse was going perfectly until my phone buzzed. It was an alert from my dating app. As usual, I was excited to see who'd swipe right, but then I opened his profile. Johnny Rocco. His name seemed strange, but I was vibing his mysterious profile pic. His interests in food were surprisingly similar to mine, so I allowed myself to feel a tiny bit excited. We both agreed on sushi. Yay. I got to the restaurant, sat down, and ordered a California roll. He hadn't shown up yet, but I was starving. Halfway through my roll, all of a sudden, bam! Without warning, soy sauce and sake splattered all over my face. I stood up in complete confusion, and there he was, Johnny Rocco, in all this raw seaweed-wrapped glory. He literally had seaweed draped around his neck like a scarf, and his appearance looked like an old pot of rice clumped together, dry and crunchy. I pulled out a grain, and it let out this bizarre little cry. This brought a whole new meaning to the word catfish. It seemed as if he hadn't showered since the ocean spit about. He grabbed the back of my chair, pulling me closer while rubbing his sandpaper-like toes across mine. I couldn't move. I felt trapped in this twisted nori roll. But despite everything, his peculiar and unsettling charm kept me captivated. He then leaned in for a kiss, leaving half a shrimp dangling from his purple lips. The shrimp continued to twitch, seemingly in need of help, but it was too late to do anything. This had to stop, so without thinking, I grabbed my glass of water and splashed it in his face. He stepped back, gulped down the rest of that shrimp, and stared at me bewildered. Yes, why? As if the answer wasn't blatantly obvious, I had to leave, heated a shower. And to top it all off, the waiter, bless his hula soul, brought out dessert while the entire staff gathered to sing happy birthday to me. The only problem was it was even my birthday. This whole disaster was getting more absurd by the second. Just when I thought it couldn't get worse, my phone rang. It was my ex-boyfriend, the one I kicked out earlier. Desperate, I begged him to pick me up, and somehow we ended up back together. Fast forward a few years, we're now living in a tiny apartment with 5 kids, barely making ends meet. Life turned out, well, not quite as I planned, but hey, what can you do? A few months after that, out of sheer curiosity, or maybe masochism, I looked up Johnny Rocco on social media. It turned out he settled in Texas. For a brief, ridiculous moment, I considered taking a trip. Then I slapped myself and thought, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh my God. Stop getting together. You're unhappy, and worse, you're craving sushi. The same sushi has been off the menu since that disastrous night. Note to self, sushi and Rocco should never go together. Ever.